All right, so let's get started here. Okay, so we're going to be putting sections of the hull together. So let's see, we need 5-01, so this is 04. All right, so that one, and 8-01, which must be the one in the packaging. Okay. Go. Get this guy out of here. All right. So looks like we need to put it together with an AM screw. Okay, so take this piece. Ah, there we go. Now again, we're using an AM screw. Just put it in there. Whoa! Good old magnetic screwdriver, pulled it right out. All right, here we go. And there we go. All right, nice section of the hull there. Okay, now it's telling us to attach that. Okay, well, we're actually gonna have to wait on that part. Still waiting on issue 6, which the keel would stick out to here, and that's what we attach this to, but it'll go on there just like so. Well, maybe not just like so. Maybe like, gotta line those up, because you're fitting it into the top part of the keel as well as this part here. So gotta make sure that it's flush on all sides. Yep, I'm on the right side of the ship. I want to force it. I wonder. Huh. Looks like this front part's sitting in there, right? There we go. Perfect. Well, that'll work for this demonstration here. Once I screw that down, that little gap right here will disappear, but that's that portion of it. Okay, so we're just gonna leave that kind of snug, but not take it apart. All right, so as you can see from the background, from when we switch the cameras over, you can see that I painted this section red. Well, historically, there was the roundel, and then the swastika sat inside of it. So once we get to that point, I'll put a disclaimer up. I don't want to offend anybody. It is historically, it's what it looked like. No affiliation with anything on it. Just for the sake of the model. So that's what we're gonna do with that when the time comes. Part 2, further details on the foredeck. We are actually going to take this guy out, and that is where it will fit in just like so. Nice and smooth, flat. I didn't even put any glue on it, just sat right in there. So we'll pull it out of there. I'm going to put a touch of glue up here, maybe. There and there. Okay. And this is Loctite super glue gel. So it didn't run anywhere. There's little droplets of super glue hanging out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in. As if we saw before, it should fit in there nice and snug. Perfect. Looks like I might have made a mistake. Okay, so we are going to leave that in here. And I'm going to cut for a second so I can take that piece of super glue out, and we'll be right back. Okay, well, we got that taken care of. A little faux pas. I didn't actually anticipate on that. So now there shouldn't be any problems. Still got the super glue on that second part that's back behind. Won't interfere with anything coming up. Push it down in there, make sure it's square, nice and happy. There we go. All right, so that was part one. Part two, these little guys here. So we're gonna. Okay, so that's where we're at. Now we are going to be attaching 8-06, which got it looking really weird in the book. But it has to be this piece. This is the angle that they shot the picture in the book. Makes it look more flat. So I'm gonna put just a little bit. My super glue is rebelling against me. Okay. So we're going to go on to our tweezers, and it is going to go right here. It's a lot of super glue. Maybe I'll just do it like this. It'll be alright. And then I can use there we go. There's that piece. And then we'll do the other one. Just a little super glue mess. Like Bob Ross said, just happy little accidents. Just little things that come our way that don't really mess us up. Just make us think different. Okay, so there's that one. Oops. All right. So next is this piece, and gosh. Okay. So these are called rollers. That's what the book calls them. So we're gonna put our super glue. These go back here. So you'll kind of see why I wanted to paint the deck first. Adding these details onto it, it'd be really hard to paint around them. So there is a Facebook group that I belong to that some of the guys use spray paint, some of the guys hand painted it. A lot of them bought decals. I hand painted mine. I felt like those sailors in World War II did it, so I could do it, no problem. And I love it. I love how it turned out. So there's those. Make sure it's seated all the way in there. Okay. Happy with that. Okay. Now we are going to put in the anchor braces. So they will go right on here. So actually got enough. Boy, this is kind of just a all over issue here. And that's my fault, not the magazines. So kind of while you guys are watching me do this, kind of a little bit of the same stuff. Found out on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, that my good buddies at Loch Lomond finally received issue 6. So with my next shipment of, I think it's 14 and 15, I will have the issue, the legend, the myth, arriving in my mailbox with them. And so if everybody's current on my videos, they will actually see number 6 issue pop up. It'll just be me going over everything. But you know, it's a piece of the keel. So it won't be, you know, I already kind of gave you guys a rundown on issue 7. So it's, you guys are already in the loop. That's for new subscribers and people that maybe aren't as far along in the videos as you guys are. For them, the problem didn't even happen. It's just for us. All right, so now we are attaching the attachment points, and they go in here. This one on the port side. Slowly working in there. It shows them coming down a little bit. I'll make sure that there's not. Oh, tricky. There is a flat side, so they will only go in so far. Oh. See, they pointed out, they have a zoomed in picture in the magazine, but it doesn't say why it's zoomed in. It just shows kind of a zoomed up picture of these. So I don't know if you guys can see it. It's kind of a long shot, but you can see that I can see from here, but there's a little notch right there, and that's what I was struggling to do just then. So we'll put it in the bounty of super glue that we've gotten over here. Try to find where it's at. Check the bottom. Okay, so it should look like. Should go in that way. Press it down in there a little bit so it's snug. But it will only go so far because that notch is only so far down. All right, so that is the completed work. So, a little recap. We've got this beauty here. And we got the top of the deck. So, hope you guys tune in for issue 9. And we will catch you later.